Kubor ka Batesi TV lawanda shapi da ka Orange Nissan Lumso po near Fire Brigade Shillong ringkat bat ka net footage ordar mapi minwan ra mangi hakhrdok ying jongpi
ka sarkar jilla kala penlut pisah hado arspa saupo klor tingka na ka bentaban ye khun thma persha ye ka jingpang khlam COVID-19 ka balawan lenshap hapo ka ni ka jilla Meghalaya hagasen ka baar Habaya keren bat kilat pathai khubor Menteri Rangba ke Jelau Konrad Sangma uliethu bayakani ko pisa la penlut khambon ha ka bathit ya ki tiar ya khun persha yo khnyang jingpang COVID-19 nang tadi ya ki oxygen cylinders bat ki wei di ki tiar badon kam ban ajing sumar se ki nongpang ki bayabet ya kani ka jingpang
I'd like to inform you that for this second wave in 2021-22 there has been, from the medical department, including NHM and DHS, an expenditure of approximately 240 crores have been spent. And this includes mostly equipments that are being used to fight COVID, ranging from obviously the prefab structures to procurement of different COVID items, to procurement of oxygen cylinders. So it has been slightly more different. There's of course also salary components, supplies and materials. All these aspects also are there. At the same time, we also had to have expenditures in the Corona care centers and equipments including ambulances, masks and PPEs. We also had to spend on labs and surveillance amounts, oxygen concentrators. So all these expenditures on a total have come to about 240 crores for the second wave. Regarding the different cryogenic plants in the COVID hospitals in the state, we are at a very advanced stage to complete the cryogenic plants, both in Jingjal as well as here in Shillong. And we are hopeful that both these plants both these plants should be up within the next 2 weeks' time. In fact, we will be able to start trials of these plants in maybe a week's time from now, especially the Shillong one. The trials will start within 1 week's time. And then we're hopeful that after that, once the trials are successful, that these plants will be fully operational. This will ensure that if we are hit by the third wave, then we will be in a much better position in terms of the supply of oxygens for the long run.
Kejala Meghalaya kala sakhi hadu henreus pa khandai phuwei ngut ki breu ki balak khlatno na kajing yebit ye kajing pang COVID-19 na ki hinyo spa sa pu khandai ngut ki breu ki balak khlatno tat hadu mentau benai naitung ar phuwei Katkum gajing pentip jong Menteri Rangba jong Kejala Konrad Kongkel Sangma habaya keren bat kilat pathai khubor haka khandai trik upanai naitung ar phuwei kini ki henreus pa khandai phuwei ngut ki balak khlatno kidai ki bempat yo satia wat ya ki injektika yada COVID-19 Nakaliang jong Menteri Rangba ula ongru bakam sim ladon kono kajing penbor yano ru ban yo ya ke injektika hanrai nakaliang jong ke sarkar jela ke kentu ya ki pajba bakidai ban sngoto bakajing yo ya ke injektika kan yadahi ya ke jingem ke jongki nakajing yebet ya ke jingpang COVID-19
Fertility rate is something that is different. For one to connect all these dots that we have mentioned, of course we can connect the dots, but they are very, very different issues on their own. Starting off with the health workers, I don't have the exact figure with me, but close to 80% have been vaccinated. So it's not that it's like a 20%, 10%, 20, 30% or below 50%. 80% of our health workers have been vaccinated. So yes, there is a need to make it 100%, which we are pushing, and something we are trying to motivate people We are urging people. We cannot force people to take vaccination, which we've been very clear from day one. But we need to understand that we need to sensitize people and convince them that vaccination is the only way forward. I'll just give a small number to all of you, that out of the 749, the numbers that I have, which is up to 9th of July, so about 749, 691 people, which means 92% of the people who lost their lives, 92% did not take a single dose also. So clear data and indication coming in that vaccination is absolutely necessary. So I once again would like to urge all concerned, those who have not taken vaccine, and if there's somebody in the press also, I would like to urge you also, that we have clear indication that those people who lost their lives, 92% of them had not taken a single dose. So therefore, it is important to take vaccination, and similarly, we are asking our health workers also to do that. In this process, I would also like to state that there have been some elected members who have been openly criticizing and not really promoting the vaccination program. And I would like to say that being elected members, we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to ensure that our people are protected. And as members, we do our research. The entire world does its research. Evidence is very clear that vaccination is saving lives. So I would urge these members who are unnecessarily creating confusion among the people that please act responsibly. If you are irresponsible and if you are not taking interest in saving people's lives, then at least don't say anything that's going to discourage people from taking this vaccine. So therefore, vaccination is absolutely necessary, and I urge all elected members to participate, take your vaccination, all the health workers to take their vaccination, and we are moving forward very aggressively. Our numbers are almost touching 8 lakhs now, number of vaccines. We have, from the eligible group, we have almost about 34% who have already taken the vaccination. So those numbers in the months to come and weeks to come is going to go up. Regarding the fertility rate, which you've mentioned is 1.8, yes, every life is important, it's high. But as I said, it's something that one cannot say how things, how this virus will behave. We saw a large number of people who were dying about 3 weeks back, when we had touched a peak of almost losing 20 plus, 30 plus people every day. But I'm happy to inform you that that number has considerably gone down. It's not a happy thing. There should be no life that should be lost, but at least the fact that the numbers are going down is a positive indicator. So today, we lost 9 lives, which again is not acceptable. I feel that not even a single life should be lost. But compared to what it was before, the numbers have gone down considerably. So clearly, our mechanism of ensuring that early treatment and early diagnosis and people taking early medication is helping. The fact that the vaccination drive that is taking place is helping. And overall, the partnership of the community and the elected members, and more importantly, the health workers coming in and giving timely vaccination as well as treatment is helping. So we are seeing the numbers go down, but more needs to be done. And we are totally committed to it, and we will do whatever we can in our capacity to ensure that we have no more loss of lives when it comes to COVID. We'll try our best. But this is a very unpredictable virus, and we are seeing a lot of lives being lost, but we are doing our best to ensure that we keep it to the least.